Joel Osteen's name is known across the world, a televangelist, best-selling author, and leader of the largest church in the United States. His message of positivity and faith has inspired millions, but behind the bright smile and motivational sermons lies a story filled with both triumph and turmoil. From humble beginnings in Houston to global fame, Osteen's journey reflects the blending of faith, media, and wealth in modern Christianity. Yet, as his empire has grown, so have the questions about money, transparency, and whether his message truly aligns with the faith he preaches. Early life and the roots of faith. Joel Osteen's upbringing deeply shaped his spiritual worldview. Born in 1963 in Houston, Texas, he was surrounded by faith through his parents, John and Dodie Osteen. His father, once a Southern Baptist pastor, founded Lakewood Church in a humble feed store after breaking from denominational constraints. This independence encouraged a focus on miracles and healing rather than rigid doctrine. Joel's childhood wasn't free from hardship. His sister Lisa's disabilities and his mother's battle with terminal cancer tested the family's faith. Yet, witnessing their perseverance taught Joel that faith was not simply about rules, but about finding strength and hope amid uncertainty. These experiences would later define his optimistic preaching style, one rooted in encouragement rather than condemnation. Growing up in a family where prayer, persistence, and positivity shaped every crisis, Joel learned that faith could be both practical and deeply personal, laying the groundwork for his later ministry of hope and resilience. Behind the camera, Joel's early career in media. Before becoming a preacher, Joel Osteen was a behind-the-scenes visionary. After attending Oral Roberts University briefly to study communications, he returned home to launch Lakewood Church's television ministry in 1982. His goal was to make his father's sermons accessible and visually engaging, ensuring that the message reached audiences beyond Houston. Joel focused on technical precision, editing footage, perfecting lighting, and enhancing delivery, long before religious broadcasting was common. For nearly 20 years, he refined the art of presentation, turning Lakewood into a nationally recognized ministry. Though naturally introverted, Joel absorbed lessons in timing, storytelling, and emotional connection through the camera lens. This period quietly trained him to communicate hope with clarity and charm. By the time he eventually stepped into the pulpit, he had mastered how to engage people, not just through theology, but through production and sincerity, skills that would later make his sermons resonate with millions worldwide. A reluctant preacher and a tragic. Turning point Joel Osteen never intended to preach. For years, his father urged him to speak publicly, but Joel preferred working in media. That changed in January 1999 when, after persistent encouragement, he delivered his first sermon. Just 6 days later, tragedy struck. His father, John Osteen, died unexpectedly from a heart attack. The sudden loss left the congregation and family grief-stricken. Despite lacking formal seminary training, Joel felt compelled to continue his father's legacy. Standing before thousands, he spoke with sincerity and calm reassurance rather than theological complexity. His approachable tone immediately connected with listeners who sought comfort during their mourning. Attendance at Lakewood surged rapidly, from 6,000 to over 25,000, as people responded to his uplifting message. What began as an act of duty became a lifelong calling. Joel's rise symbolized transformation through grief, a reluctant son stepping into destiny shaped by faith, tragedy, and inherited conviction. Lakewood's expansion and the rise of a mega-ministry. Under Joel Osteen's leadership, Lakewood Church entered a new era of massive growth. In 2003, he boldly signed a 30-year lease for Houston's former NBA arena, the Compaq Center, envisioning a world-class worship facility. The $95 million renovation added cutting-edge media studios, classrooms, and a 16,000-seat sanctuary, blending spirituality with spectacle. When the church reopened in 2005, it drew full crowds and symbolized Joel's vision of modern, accessible Christianity. Lakewood became one of the world's largest congregations, broadcast weekly to millions through television, radio, and digital platforms. Joel's sermons emphasized faith, optimism, and self-empowerment over traditional fire and brimstone themes. By turning church services into motivational experiences filled with music, lights, and storytelling, Osteen reshaped how many Americans experienced faith. The compact center's transformation reflected not just architectural ambition, but a spiritual rebranding. Lakewood's rise from a local church to a global beacon of inspiration. The prosperity gospel and the power of positivity. Joel Osteen's approach to faith emphasizes positivity and personal empowerment. He rarely focuses on sin, guilt, or punishment. Instead, teaching that faith, gratitude, and confidence attract blessings. His philosophy, known as the prosperity gospel, suggests that believing in God's goodness can lead to material, emotional, and spiritual abundance. Followers find his uplifting style refreshing, saying it motivates them to overcome life's hardships. Critics, however, accuse him of reducing Christianity to self-help rhetoric, arguing that it downplays sacrifice and repentance. Some theologians mock it as cotton candy theology, pleasant but lacking depth. Despite controversy, Osteen's message resonates globally because it offers encouragement in an age of anxiety. His smiling demeanor, relatable stories, and polished delivery transform sermons into affirmations of hope. Whether viewed as spiritual empowerment or oversimplification, Osteen's power of positivity has undeniably redefined how millions perceive faith in the modern era. The Osteen family, faith, partnership, and public life. The Osteen family serves as the foundation of Joel's ministry. Joel met Victoria in 1985 when he entered her family's jewelry store to repair a watch, a chance meeting that blossomed into a lifelong partnership. They married in 1987 and have since shared every aspect of their ministry journey. Victoria's charisma and leadership made her an essential co-pastor at Lakewood, launching the women's ministry in 2003 and later authoring the best-selling book Love Your Life. Together, the couple embodies unity and faith-driven ambition, often appearing as equals in the public eye. Their children, Jonathan and Alexandra, extend the family's influence through worship music and youth preaching, appealing to a new generation of believers. The Osteen family's carefully balanced image, spiritual yet relatable, traditional yet media-savvy, has helped solidify Lakewood's reputation as a modern faith dynasty that merges family, media, and ministry seamlessly in the public arena. Books, broadcasts, and the building of a brand. Joel Osteen's transformation into a global religious icon began with publishing. His debut book, Your Best Life Now, 2004, became a phenomenon, selling millions and staying on bestseller lists for years. It introduced mainstream audiences to his philosophy of optimism and faith-driven success. Subsequent titles like Become a Better You and The Power of I Am expanded his reach further. Book sales, combined with sold-out speaking tours, built a personal fortune estimated between $50 to $100 million. His Night of Hope arena events filled venues like Madison Square Garden and Wembley Arena, blending worship, music, and motivational speaking. While critics accused him of commercializing religion, Osteen defended his approach as spreading encouragement to wider audiences. By merging inspirational speaking with entertainment and media, he turned Lakewood Church into a lifestyle brand, part ministry, part global enterprise, demonstrating how modern faith could thrive within celebrity and commerce. Money, megachurches, and mounting criticism. Despite immense popularity, Joel Osteen's ministry faces ongoing scrutiny. Lakewood Church's vast $90 million annual budget raised questions about transparency, with only about 1.3% reportedly directed toward outreach. Much of the spending supports production, broadcasting, and large-scale services. Controversy intensified during the COVID-19 pandemic when Lakewood accepted a $4.4 million federal loan through the Paycheck Protection Program, despite its wealth. Although the church later repaid the funds, critics accused Osteen of exploiting taxpayer relief. His personal lifestyle, including a $16 million Houston mansion, further fueled debate about pastors and wealth. Osteen maintains that he takes no salary from the church, earning income solely from books and media. Nonetheless, detractors argue that his lavish living contradicts Christian humility. The tension between generosity and prosperity defines his public image, a reminder of the delicate balance between faith leadership and financial empire in modern megachurch culture. The prosperity paradox and modern Christianity. Joel Osteen stands at the intersection of faith, culture, and commerce. His uplifting message has inspired millions, yet sparked deep theological debate. Supporters view him as a beacon of hope who makes Christianity accessible in a skeptical age. Critics contend that his prosperity gospel promotes self-centeredness and neglects the Bible's calls for humility and service. This divide reflects a broader shift within modern Christianity, from collective devotion toward individual empowerment. Osteen's ability to connect through optimism, television, and social media has redefined pastoral influence for the 21st century.